Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. Today we're going to play around with my Gemstone Orphanage box. Plus I just got in the mail my little gifts from previous contests and stuff like that. So I want to open those up for you guys and so you can see what I got. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we bring back our volcano cherry quartz bead box from the Gemstone Orphanage, I am going to open up. I got two little free gifts. So these were, I believe, contests that I entered. Okay, so this one was naming a pendant and designing it around it, and I had Liam. So this is my little present for that. Oh my gosh, I got Liam. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I would get him. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh. Oh my gosh. Steve and Debbie, thank you. And then I got like a little mini dress up for him. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Look at this, you guys. So look at how pretty. I love, when I saw this pendant, I was like, oh my gosh, is that ever beautiful? And I'm like, I gotta name that one. And I'm gonna name it a boy name because one, I love the name Liam. Always have, probably always will. And then we got some beautiful gemmies. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty. Look at, I got a little pinch bail. But look at all this beautiful stuff. This is all for Liam. Ooh, I have to make something with him one day. But today we're focusing on the actual Gemstone Orphanage box that we got for October. Because I made a necklace and I want to make something else to go with it. I am in shock right now because I just opened them. I just got these in the mail like last week and I'm still opening stuff, you guys. So Debbie and Steve, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is such a really nice gift. And then I got a party bag for participating in the 50th anniversary challenge. You guys, if you need to make sure you go to their Facebook and participate in the challenges because first of all, they're a lot of fun and you can win prizes. So I've got this beautiful little gemstone. I think this might maybe be onyx. I got these pretty little glass beads, these blue beads. Those are beautiful. I love that cobalt blue. We got some really pretty, looks like Montana blue crackle glass beads. These are beautiful. They go so nice with the black too, don't they? And then we have these. These are really pretty too. So I believe I think these might be a stone with like the gold crackling paint over it. But very, very pretty. These are nice gifts. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Like I'm in shock. Thank you so much, Steve and Debbie. You guys are fantastic. Steve and Debbie are the owners of the Gemstone Orphanage, and they're the ones who make all this stuff possible. And just so excited to be able to, participate in the little fun games they have. Which reminds me, I have some things I need to check out over there today because I know they're doing some fun stuff over there. So I'll have to check that out later on when I'm sitting there doing nothing and I want to do something fun. All right, so let's see here. Let's get this opened up. And we're just going to pick some stuff out because I think what I want to do is I think I'd like to make a really cute pair of earrings. So I love these. These are such cute posts, aren't they? So I think I want to make a pair of earrings today. And I want something really adorable and fall. So like I was thinking about these like little glass pumpkins. You know what? I love this. Like this is just gorgeous. So we got these really pretty glass pumpkins. I think those would be really cute. I also, let's see. These are pretty. Everything in here is pretty. I don't even know what I'm saying. These are all pretty. But then, you know, I got these stars. These stars are so stinking cute. I bet you these would be adorable. These little pink stars. Those are so cute. Oh my gosh, those are adorable. And then maybe, let's see if we could do the stars. I think I'm gonna want like maybe a couple like these little spacers in here somewhere. And I think we should do, I wonder if we should do like a little thingy hanging from it. Like a couple little drops hanging from it. Not sure how we're gonna do that, but I think that's the way I'm going, I think. So we're gonna figure it out though. I think that's what's gonna happen. So let me go ahead and pause this. This is what we're gonna be working with. And I will be right back. I kind of want to make a bracelet too. Like, what am I doing? I kind of want to make a bracelet as well. So if we did these earrings, maybe we could whip up a really cute bracelet right away. So I'm thinking these matte beads are like divine, aren't they? Look at these. Those are so pretty. So maybe if we did, look at my other little tray here. So let's get these little matte beads out. And I kind of wouldn't mind it like matching my necklace, because the necklace I have on has some of these beads in it too. There we go. And the last one, and then maybe we could do one of these, because I have one of these with my necklace. And let's do some of these like flat spacers. They're all copper. And then I feel like we need a couple dangles. So I see we have a leaf here. I have a leftover leaf. And, oh, we can use this toggle. I'm like, ooh, we can use this, and ooh, we can use that. And then, I think maybe we could even do this little pumpkin one. I only have one of these left. So, oh, I'm sure we'll be able to figure something out. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up, and I'm gonna grab some other supplies, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, we're gonna start with the bracelet first. So I already cut what I needed, and let me measure it for you. Actually, I didn't need to cut it. It was the tail end of my my one spool of soft flex in the copper. It's 9 inches, and I think it's gonna be enough. We'll see. We shall see. And I'm just gonna get everything kind of lined up here. I just need to grab a couple crimp tubes. Uh-oh, these are my last 2 copper crimp tubes. You know what that means? I keep forgetting to order. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna try to do, let's see, that's gonna be a dangle. I was thinking something kind of asymmetrical. So let's just put this on here. Like this. Just going to string this right onto our toggle. See if I can get that on there all the way here. Sometimes the crimps are really, really tight, but these are the right ones for it. So, all right, so we got our crimp on there, and we just need our magical crimpers. And we just need to squish and squish. And then just run this right around, all the way around our crimp bead until we got a nice little circle. I don't like it when these little handles come. You can tell when I'm using something a lot. All right, so it did take me a little bit to come back because I did go ahead and make the first earring just to make sure I knew what I was doing. And then that way I don't keep you guys as long trying to fumble through it. You'll still get to see the process, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we're going to use a couple of these little spacers here at the end first. Just a couple of these little copper spacers. Just like that. And then we're going to use this one little rondelle that I have left. We're going to use this pumpkin bead like that. We're going to use a spacer, this big gemmy, and another spacer, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to kind of like, let's separate these out. All right, so we've got some deeper pinks here. We have some lighter pinks here. We have some with like a greenish hue to it. Here's one that's almost like a lighter pink. And then these are all like the really light color. Actually, it's more of that. So I want to do kind of like a, you know, like all one color together. So like, let's do this green. And then we'll do a spacer. We're going to kind of like color block it. And then let's do this really pale pink. All three of those. And then put this on. Yeah, I like that. And then let's do three of these really, really light colors. And then let's do three of the deeper pink ones. Boy, I tell you what, this is such a beautiful box. I love it. I can't wait to see what they have in store for December. So excited. All right, so then we're almost to where we need to be. So we're just gonna use some spacers down at the end here. And because this is like the skinny part, that you want it to be kind of like a skinnier part of the strand. So we're just gonna use some of these little spacers that I have just to finish it off. And I think we're gonna actually put our leaf charm like probably like right in here. So I'm gonna get the big jump ring I need. I'm gonna see if it fits in there. So let me just grab my jump rings real quick for that. If not, then we're gonna do like a little wire wrapping. So Mr. Marmalade went to the vet today, and he had, you know, he was all checked over, and my old kitty is doing really well. They said that, you know, they did some blood work, so we'll get that back in the next couple days. But they said that, you know, he's tiny, guys, you know, because he's getting old, so he's lost some weight. But don't let that worry you, because he eats, you guys. He eats like crazy. And that's not going to work because that doesn't fit through there very well. I need a thinner one. Do I have a thinner one in here? Anyway, he's 6 pounds. So the vet's like, you know, we don't have any concerns with him, you know, as long as he's eating and everything, and he's, you know, pooping and peeing, and he is. They said that it is likely that he has dementia, but, you know, he's overall very healthy, and that he should be able to live out his final days at home. But if we have any concerns or anything like that, he said that he is the oldest cat that he's ever witnessed. And, you know, that if we have any concerns about him, we should bring him in. Like if he starts acting like not himself. And we've been watching him really close because, you know, the last thing we want is for him to be not feeling good or suffering in any kind of way. So we don't want that, right? So we've been watching him super duper close. And, yeah, so it's just one of those things. It's like, I just really want him to be able to live out his days at home, you know? And, we've had him for so long. He's our little buddy. He's our pal. He's our family. I wouldn't, you know, but of course, like I said, we're watching him close, make sure that he's still doing okay. And don't worry, the moment he starts like not eating and pooping and peeing and stuff, I will take him in. But you guys just know that he is just the happiest cat. He loves lap snuggles. He loves treats. He loves pork chops and chicken. He loves mashed potatoes. He's like just loving all the things. So, and we're giving him all the things because he deserves it. So, all right. So now that works. So what I think I'm going to do, because I think this will fit in there. Yeah, we're going to use a little bit of my twisted wire here. And I am going to cut off probably about 4 inches. There we go. All right, so we got about 4 inches cut off. And we're just going to put that through here. And we're going to do kind of like a little brio wrap. So I'm just going to bring that up and bring this side up too, just like that. And then because this is a little bit thicker wire, we're just going to make our little indent here to make that go straight. So like that. And then we're just going to take this short one and bend it to go straight across. So like this. All right. And then we're just going to wrap that around like so. There we go. All right, so now we just need to do like a wire wrap loop. And what did I do with my round nose pliers? Here they are. Okay, so we're going to make a decent size loop because I think I want to take this off here and put another spacer in between this. So let's just make a decent size one. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm gonna hold this and we're just going to wrap this around to where it meets the other one. Like so. Okay, so now we have our wrap. And we can go ahead and trim that off. And let's just fix our wrap, make sure it looks good. All right, so let's pull this off here for a sec. Let's drop our leaf on here. And then we need another spacer. And then we're gonna do our 3 dark pink. And then let's put this on. Put these 3 on. And I'm going to see where we're at. Make sure we have enough. Oh yeah, more than enough to do it. All right, so let's put our crimp on. Let's put the other half of our toggle clasp on. Get in there. Get in there. All right. Sometimes you just need your pliers. There we go. So you can get a hold of it. All right. So let's make sure this will, you know, be nice and like, you know what I'm trying to say. You guys, I can't think today. Can't think, can't make words. All right, so this is where we're going to use our round nose pliers. Sometimes the crimp beads just get stuck on this wire, and it is the right. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I had my hands full. I couldn't press pause, and it's the right size diameter for the wire, but I think sometimes it just gets stuck, or maybe they made the walls of the crimp tubes a little bit wide or a little bit thicker on this batch or something. I don't know, because it's been like really just the copper ones that have been like that. It hasn't been really the gold or the silver. All right, so now I've got that pulled through. Is that about the same size? Because if it's not, yep, that's about the same size. Okay, good deal. All right, so now we can crimp this one. There we go. Let's cut this off. And then here is our lovely little bracelet with our little leaf charm. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm going to put it on, and then I'll be wearing it while we're making the earrings. Give me 1 second, guys, to get this finagled. I really shouldn't have such an issue getting stuff on. All right, so now we have it on. There we go. It looks really pretty. Look at that. I love this with the copper. It's beautiful. I love that pink. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, and I'm just going to scoot all that stuff aside like that. And let me show you my earring. So this is what we did. I used some Soft Flex copper of the medium beading wire, and we used some regular crimp beads and just made them flat so that we could just, you know, do a simple crimp there. They're not going anywhere. They're nice and tight. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. So you guys, when you get those little cheapy crimp beads, don't toss them. You know, if you have some but you don't like them for crimping, save them for stuff like this, because they work perfect for things like this. All right, so we're gonna put our, oh, this is, let me tell you how long this is, because you're gonna wanna know that. Almost 5 inches, so about 4 3/4. All right, so we're gonna put him through here, that little hole. And you can do this with regular ear wires too. It doesn't necessarily need to be ones like this. You can do this through, you know, on regular ear wires or lever back ear wires. And then we're going to put this through our star bead. We're going to push that up. Now the one thing we want to make sure of, see how this goes like this? Inside we want to twist those wires inside our star so that it hangs correctly. And then we're going to squish it up there towards the top. Let's make sure they're the same size loops. Okay, so now I think we have the same size loops. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these little crimp beads, and these are number 2 crimp beads. And I don't remember where they came from because I have a whole collection from all different kinds of places. Back when I didn't know that it, you know, crimps matter, really. So I've had these for quite a while. And I do use them in projects like this. Maybe that's a number 1. Is that a number 1? No, it's number 2. There we go. It was operator error. So the next thing I did is I went up underneath my star. Now this is going to help hold your wire in place. So I went underneath my star and I crimped it flat. So that's all you're going to need to do. And it blends in with your piece. It doesn't, nobody is really going to notice it. It just looks like it's meant to be there. So just underneath, get in there and give it a nice squish flat. You can do a regular crimp if you want to. It's over 2 wires. But I found like this way, my 2 wires are separate, you know, really easily. And I can do what I need to do with them. So now one is going to be a little bit longer, and I think I messed up. I should have left one of these strands a little bit longer. That's okay. You know what? They're going to be cousins, not sisters, right? Or sisters, not twins. We'll make it work out. So we want one strand longer than the other. And I'm going to try to make this as short as I can, like my tail, without compromising keeping my stringing wire together in my crimp. Because that way I don't feel as bad about, because I'm off by like maybe a centimeter. Come on, you. This is where the struggle is like real, guys. When you try, when you need like smaller fingers. You need like a pair of really tiny fingers to get in here. There we go. Okay, so now that we're there, now we're going to take our pliers and we're just going to squish that one flat as well. Like that. Just make sure it's squished. And then we can come in here. We can snip off that tiny little piece of tail. And I put a spacer on there so that helps cover that, so you're not seeing like that it's, you know, different. You know what I mean? It kind of like blends in. There we go. All right, so now this one's going to be shorter than that. So we're going to put our spacer on. And then we're going to put our crimp on here. Our brio. And this one I'm just going to put on real quick, and then I'm going to try to hold it up to the other one to see if I'm close to where it needs to be. I didn't do any measurements because, you guys, I'm not really much of a measurer. I probably should be, but I'm not. All right. Once I get that stabilized, I should be able to just set it down and check it out. Let's see. Set that down. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, good. We eyeballed it right. So let me just get that on there. And we are going to squish that one flat. Just like that. And then we can cut off this tail. My good cutters are in the living room. All right, so here's our cute little pair of earrings with our little drops. I think they turned out really, really adorable. Let's try them on real quick because you've already seen the bracelet. The bracelet looks cute. I don't know if I really like the way this turned out. I think I might redo that, but otherwise everything else is super cute. So let me just turn you around and we'll try those earrings out. Okay, my friends, I'm just taking my earrings out that I had on. And let's put these little guys on. I bet you they're going to be adorable. There we go. Oh, I love them. Oh my goodness. And look, I'm wearing my necklace. Love, 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 love them so much. There we go. Oh yeah, these turned out so cute, guys. Look. And they're not super long. They're just really, really pretty. Aw, they're so cute. Steve and Debbie, thank you so much for creating such a beautiful and warm box. I love the colors. I love it all. Thank you for the gifts. You guys are just so amazing and so sweet. And you guys, if you want to sign up to get the Gemstone Orphanage, I believe you have till November 1st to get the December box because it's every other month. So I will leave a link to their website. I'll leave a link to their Facebook group. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun. Make sure you get over to that Facebook group and join and just get to know everybody. We're all, you know, everyone's great friends over there. Everybody is so sweet and just kind to each other. And I think you would all really enjoy it too. All right, guys, I'm sending you my love and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.